Um, some of my sound setup went a bit off, so I'm not sure. Hopefully that'll be fine. Yeah. So we're going to go ahead and send out my Join Lava link. Сам собой в 3 мирах, над его ногой танцуют камни, или бубен у меня в груди, скоро снег, скоро лед, скоро на охоту за оленем от 7 рога, 7 прядей. I'm gonna go ahead and send one in here as well, because I want to. Right, let's go ahead and join the server for a set, Corsa. And also open a window, just so that I get some fresh air in here. I feel like I'm gonna need it. There we go. So unlike you, unlike what I usually do, I've actually done a few laps before starting the stream, so I got a setup ready to go already. Now I'm quite a bit off the pace, but I can catch up. I'm gonna see if this 2-wing setup is worth it or it's too unstable. I think this corner is a lot faster than I'm taking it. Right, it's so wide. I also got a qualifying ban for next race because I violated track limits at the previous race, so yay. Yeah, definitely. Oh, no braking here, I guess. Don't touch that cube, it's death. I think it's gonna be quite a lot of carnage around this track, just because of those cubes and also because of this. This is T1. Nice. That was skill issue, pure skill issue. Right, so no braking into this turn, yeah. That felt alright. Yeah, have to leave 31, not completely flat. It might be flat until on lap 1, but well, no, it's not. I mean, it might potentially be flat if you know, go from the starting grid, but nobody's gonna do it flat because you know, people should be super careful. If they're not, because if they're not, there's gonna be a red flag. Okay, let's try and I know I don't quite feel confident enough to do this flat. Oh, that felt good. That felt real good, actually. Yeah, I think two wing is definitely the way to go. Oh, that was bad. Okay, not too. That's not too bad. Oh, that's very wide. Why am I not getting like? I'm not getting any of track. A bit of sliding, but not too much. Yeah, okay, so yeah. Oh yeah, that's the line, that's the line. You gotta go narrow early so you can... This might be a fourth gear turn, actually. At least in the race. I mean, I shouldn't be worried about, like, quali strats, because I'm not qualifying. I got a deserved ban. I mean, like, that was partially on the track itself, but... Nobody raised an issue about it before the race, so... Yeah. Kinda got screwed over just by... Ooh. Oh yeah, that felt good. Oh yeah, that's good, that's good. That might be a sub 20 if I don't fuck it. I fucked it. A very fun truck to drive, but quite carnage friendly. Damn it. Nice. At least we got some fast music playing. Tire is gonna be big around here. Turn me to beats, enjoy the scene of screen and verbal vanity, chanting the words in beard and filth, your tongue only water under my bridge. You have the world, it's all for you. I wish you'd find the lost in you. The pain that puts we're alive, can you feel it? I can't make you want the truth, it's up to you. Yours is an empty hope. Yours is an empty hope. This is like lap 1 music is what this is. Yes. Yeah, but for lap 1 it should go like, will they have a clean turn 1? Yours is an empty hope. That's the way it should go. We gotta come real close to the curb here, but touching it is suboptimal. Somehow ended up slower than last time, Mao. LMAO, friends. Ah, that's tricky turn, very tricky. Yeah, but quite a tricky track, but a lot of fun, I think. It's very fast, very flowing. And I love me a good flowing track. Damn. I'm willing to forgive a lot of flaws in a racetrack if it flows well. Oh, this is still 3 wing. Okay, let's try 2 and see how that goes, eh? Why did I think that was 2 wing setup? Ooh, this feels spicy. Oh, oh, that's nice. That's nice. I can't tell if that was a setup issue or a skill issue. Let's try this again then. These rears are spicy hot now. Всё из памяти. Okay, no. Okay, on those hot rears that wasn't gonna fly. Так что ты знаешь про меня? Too wide. Too wide, touch the curb and just die. Yeah, these curbs are murder curbs. Like, you touch them and you die, that's how it works. Yeah, no, okay, that's not viable. That's just plain not viable. You gotta have 3 wing. No, not viable. But I will instead increase rear ARB a bit, because it is a bit understeery. That was nice. Not too bad, not too bad. Ah, touch grass. Well. Ah, damn it. Definitely gonna be lots of carnage around here, just like, it's so easy to make a mistake. It makes it a really enjoyable truck to drive, but just unbelievably risky to do anything. I'm actually quite happy with this setup. Like normally I prefer to have my ARBs a bit higher, but I can't, but like I lose too much stability if I do that with this fixed setup. Why is it fucking fair to say Star Ryan again? Have I not removed that? No, I just removed the live versions, haven't I? not a lot of damage. We can go on with this amount of damage. I wonder if they like ever did a remake of this song with Marco singing. Like if there was ever a live performance with Marco. Because that would be pretty fucking great. Because my main issue with the song is that I'm just not into the guy's voice. Lost a 10th right at the end there, that's a shame. But but my pace is already much better. Oh, that's not too bad. Oh, that's what it takes to fucking invalidate around here. Fucking hell. Didn't even give me any, didn't even give me any time. But I can go wide all I want, and you know, still. Nice. Oh, that's a good line. Not perfect, but good. Lots of time loss. Shame. I think my tire setup is wrong though. Because like, yeah, I thought I'll need more pressure in the right side tires because there's two of these really long, fast left-handers on the top, but there's a lot of right-handers. Like generally, it's a clockwise track, so. Yeah, I think that was a bit silly of me actually. Yeah, because I'm noticing that my left tires get hot quite regularly. This is a good song though. Yeah, time loss, big time loss there. I just forgot to lift as much as I should have. Yeah, look at that, my front left is just spicy hot. Yeah, that's not right, it shouldn't be that hot, Tutankhamen! Damn it. look at that, like this would be a quarter run and my rear left is already yellow. It's like 10 laps, it's damn, just... Is this gonna be the medium tire race? I will see. Yeah, but that's alright. I think what I'm gonna do is yeah, it's like actually so 22 here and 24 here. Maybe this is like a high pressure track. And yeah. Okay, let's see how this goes. It should be. Yeah, it's definitely the car really wants to move around now. Oh yeah. It all feels quite slippery. Not completely on ice, but bit soppy. Bit slippery. I really hope that nobody's gonna be mad not to try and go alongside in the last turn, cause like, I mean, I'm not gonna just back out and give them the position if someone tries it on me, but I will consider them a very silly person for trying that. Yeah, I can tell that I have a bit less grip on the left side now in that turn. I can deal with that though. I can deal with that. It is totally deal withable. Fucking inventing words that nobody asked for, and words that shouldn't be invented. Hachi. Yeah, you don't really want to go like too wide in the middle part of the corner. You want to go wide at the exit only. All right, let's see how we can do. Way too wide. We lost some time, unfortunately. That's a tricky corner. I'm struggling to get that consistently. А Бог, живущих в тени и дарующих свет. Это только огонь, и не более нет. Это только огонь. А что в нем греха? Что? А держите, держите, держите меня, чтобы я не лопнул от смеха. Немного огня, середина пути. Немного огня тебя может спасти. В блеске обмана. Обмана. But yeah, I guess 19th is my pace. Not super fast, not super slow. About where I'm expected to be, really. Держите, держите меня, чтобы я не лопнул от смеха. Немного огня, середина пути. Немного огня тебя может спасти. Oh, I touched grass. This is what happens when you touch grass, kids. Don't touch grass. Right. Honestly, I think this is good. I think we're gonna. Okay, let me do math. Let's calculate how many laps the race is gonna be. So it's 20-minute race at 119 really. So yeah. So it's a 1200 second race. Divide by 70. I'm gonna divide by 78 seconds. That's gonna give us 16 laps. So yeah, I'm gonna go with 25 liters. Oh shit. Не лопнул от смеха. Обмана! Немного огня! Немного огня! Немного огня! Right. Don't touch the curb, it will kill you instantly. You need to be careful about moving the chair like that, because it might break. And I'd rather not have to replace it. Right. That's legal. Well, yeah, I'm not actually too worried about... I am not worried about track limits because I'm banned from qualifying anyway, and in the race it's... like... like, unless I do something egregious, which I'm not going to, I'm unlikely to get reported for track limits. Ocean born. Oh, not quite in the green, but... yeah, we're losing some time due to the weight of the fuel in the car. But not too much, actually. The music of the song, deep silence between the notes, deafens me with endless love. This vagrant heaven and earth, a pilgrim shining bright, we are shuddering before the beautiful, before the plentiful, we the voyagers. Higher through heaven. The music of the song, deep silence between the notes, deafens me with endless love. This vagrant island earth, a pilgrim shining bright, we are shuddering before the beautiful, before the plentiful, we the voyagers. Well, yeah, I can do 19s consistently, which is pretty okay for race pace, I think. And quali pace literally doesn't matter for this round. The benefits of getting yourself banned from quali. The benefits of having skill issues, there are none. At least this ain't one of them. I just missed a breaking point. Very simple very simple mistake, really. In the notes, it deafens me with endless love. This vagrant island death, a pilgrim shining bright, we are shuddering before the beautiful, before the plentiful, with the voyages of the song, deep silence between the notes, deafens me with endless love. The island earth, a pilgrim shining bright, we are shuddering before the beautiful, before the plentiful, with the voyages. Oh yeah, I fucking love this song. Let's go! На север! La 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 la. Na 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 la 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 la. На чужих берегах переплетения стали неба в чьих-то глазах, переплетение боли и гнева. Ох, взрезаны вихры узорами крылей. Вое ветров, мы слышали песни последних валькирий. Вспорото небо и взрезаны волны драконьею пастью. Светом и ветром ныне пронзают звенящие снасти. Луна, я ее ждал и любил как невесту. Нам не до сна, мы дети богов, наша участь известна. В наших зрачках острые грани вечного льда, а на клыках свежей кровью пахнет вода. Видишь мерцание лезвий стонов разодранной ночи. Слово прощания в жизни, что стало мгновенье короче. Вечно погоня, вечно над морем лететь нашей вере. Бледные норны шепчут на север, вы в сером, вы звери. Но когда солнце первый луч заскользит над холодной водой, встречайте нас, верные, мы вернулись домой. Мы вернулись домой. Мы вернулись домой. Встречай своих воинов, мы вернулись домой. Но на тех берегах переплетения стали неба, а у мертвых в глазах переплетение боли и гнева стали небо, боли и гнева. Светом и ветром на север, бы в сером, бы звери на север. Fucking love this song so much. Honestly, it's amazing. Skill issue. Big one. But not too big. Honestly average size by my standards. Okay, remember, take a very narrow, not that narrow of a line. Yeah, like this, that's the kind of mistake that can end up wiping a lot of people out. Just cause like you go into the grass and you just lose control and all you can do is hold brakes and hope that you don't hit anybody when your momentum carries you back onto the track, cause you can't stop it. Even if you hold the brakes, cause I ain't enough grip on the grass for the brakes to do all that much. Like, you can't even really be blamed for that, right? Because it's... Oh, but yeah, spicy hot tires don't work too well around here. Yeah, I've not been able to match my exit out of this turn, which is a shame because it's a pretty important exit, since it leads you onto the back straight and the only properly long straight on the track, right? This is like I think the main overtaking start around here would be to just try and stay close to somebody throughout a lap, and then get a slipstream on the back straight. Big slide, but I caught it, which is fantastic practice. What song is this? Like, I don't remember the name of this. Because I really like it, but I never remember the name. It's one of those with a weird name. Wait, this is Dead Gardens, isn't it? I never really properly... Yeah, I used to not really listen to it because I didn't like the intro of it. It was going like pew pew pew. But it actually sounds really cool after that. The intro just isn't super good. Ah! How the fuck did I just say that? That was terrifying. Yeah, these are some murder cubs for real. Also, I'm not sure I'm gonna get much faster, if, like how much benefit I'm getting out of practicing more right now. And like, the problem that being, you know, having to do this on Windows, I'm quite limited to what games I could even switch to if I wanted to, you know? I mean, without restarting the stream, that is, which is, you know... It's just bad practice to restart the stream if you don't have to, because, you know... I think Twitch kind of, you know, likes longer streams a bit more. But again, I don't particularly, you know, care about trying to optimize my viewership and all that shit, right? Because I wouldn't be playing Falcon Shadow, of course, if I was trying to get most viewers. If I was trying to do that, I'd be, you know... I'd be trying... I mean, actually, of course, it's actually not that bad for viewership and just sim racing in general, right? Just because it's a niche, right? So you know, but it's not a completely tiny niche. Because what you want to be, like, you don't always want to be playing the most popular thing if you want to optimize your viewership, because then you end up just being a tiny little fish in a fucking ocean. What you want to be is you want to find yourself, you know, a pond where you can be a relatively larger fish, but a pond big enough for an opportunity to grow. Minion Masters was such a pond for a while, right? And like, I mean, it was fucking excellent for fish. I mean, man went from, you know, being just your average, like 10, 15 viewer, whatever. Well, no, he had more by the point of Fortnite. Yeah, he went from like having like, I don't know, 20 people watching him play Fortnite to having 200 people watching him play Minion Masters. Ugh. Nah, man. Oof. I'm super worried about these tires now. Let me check. Let me open I've with my close timing. Let me open the timing page and see just what kind of lap. Did anybody do a lap time on mediums? Nope. Nobody. Well, I'm marginally ahead of Fabienne, which, I mean, I'm okay with that, right? But I'm super worried about these tires. Xander's zooming? Xander's really zooming actually compared to everybody else, right? Because I'm like, with that lap time I said, I'm actually third on the current timing sheet. Behind Quanti and Xander Sharp, but for like, you know, the real fast guys haven't set any lap times yet. You haven't got Victor or Johan or like Hayden. Hayden was actually, he really wanted to win this race, so I'm expecting him to try to put in a good performance, or at least, you know, try really hard. And you know, he's a fast guy, so when he tries really hard, he'll probably get something good done. But for now, yeah, I'm just super worried. I'm super worried about the tire life. Like, and maybe mediums would be built. I mean, it's a bit silly to do mediums, right? But maybe, man, maybe mediums. Well, I'm not gonna go out until the server resets yet. What the fuck did I just read? That's horrifying. Some cursed shit. The ninja. Okay, I'm going to pause it for a second because I want. I want to get me some more tea. Yeah. Also, I'm getting a bit tired. It's been a while since I streamed. Obviously, and I need to. I thought, but like it's a while every time nowadays. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and gank it and put on the kettle, get some more tea. I guess I'll unpause the music for y'all. And yeah, I'll be back in a second. While we wait for. Ow! My leg just went click. Ow! Bit painfully. Tea time. Okay, tea. Okay, kettle has been put on. Yeah, I'm being distracted. Hold up. So yeah, how y'all doing? Anyone? Hey? But yeah. Oh, I accidentally closed the wrong tab. Hold up. At least it's not the stream tab, so like I can still, tab out and ban people if I need be. But yeah, tea. Need more tea. Need to caffeinate myself a bit more because because I don't fucking function without it. Ha. Socially acceptable addictions. Yay! Ah. Right, server has restarted, so let us do another run, eh? Oh, yeah, it's still not quite completely restarted. It's taking a few minutes. Server issue. I guess I'll have to rejoin. I can't rejoin. Like, it's not taking my escape input. Alt F4, I guess. Alt F4. Yeah, no, Circus hasn't crashed. I killed it. I need to check out. I should update like my CSP probably, but I don't really have a reason to. It's just because it's yeah, just because I need like everything is working right now, and I don't want to break it by accident. Quantis got a higher top speed than everybody by like a significant margin. So I mean, it has to be on the main straight, right? So fucking hell, Quantis got a full fucking second. Oh no, I'm stupid. Hold up. No. Quanti hasn't got a full second in one sector on me. That would be insane, because that would require him to, pretty much lose a second in in the other two sectors, which, yeah, he's just, I mean, he must have got like a, no, he's not even fastest in third sector. So I'm not sure what's up with that. So yeah, I'm not sure how he's achieving that top speed. Maybe that top speed actually compromised his entry into the last sector, into those turns. Again, I'm not really chasing peak lap times. I'm chasing consistency and good race pace. And right now, what I'm worried about is our tires. So I'm gonna. So this run, my one and only goal, is to try and keep it on track with worn tires and see how much time I lose. Like, so my normal pace is mid to high 19s. Okay, that's no information. That is my normal race pace. So, the question will be, how many laps I will have to spend driving very carefully on yellow tires. Yeah, I don't know what point he's doing to take so much speed into them. Because I don't think there's anywhere else you can get to top speed. Like this, there really is just the one real straight around here. Mosport is an excellent track though, like it's just so much fun to drive. And it's an absolute masterclass in flow. One of the most flowing racetracks ever made, honestly, Mosport. Like, yeah, like you think sparse flowing is got nothing on Mosport. Very nice. I really hope that I get to race at Potrero someday, because I really enjoy driving that track. It's just a shame that, the beta mod only has a cursed layout with murder chicanes that kill the flow of it, which I consider an unforgivable crime in track design. Because, like, you know, it's one thing if... Okay, I'm gonna keep going. Because it's one thing if your track straight up doesn't have flow, right? That's just... Maybe maybe like you are intentionally designing a track that is not flowing, because there are reasons to do it, believe it or not, right? Sometimes these really harsh braking zones, you know, that's a valid way to build a racetrack. It could be... I mean, I'm not going to like it as much, but that's personal preference and not objective marker of quality. So like if I drive a track and I see that the designer is simply not going for flow, I'm not going to be too upset with that. Because, you know, means that a track is just being designed not to my preferences, which is fair. But when a track is mostly flowing but just has that something that kills the flow, that irritates me to no end, because it's a track that is, you know, and yeah, like I said, a good example of that is Potrero. Actually, a good example of that is Spa. Spa is mostly quite a flowing track, and with its main flow breaking feature, its La Source or T1, not being like it. Like, flowing tracks are still allowed to have hairpins every once in a while, right? You have to have some hard braking zones. Oh, so, you know, some overtaking chances. So, I don't mind La Source. What I do mind is the bar stop chicane, which is one of the least flowing chicanes designed. And you can do flowing chicanes. Look at Ascari chicane. That, you know, those Ascari chicane at Monza flows beautifully, which you know, puts it in stark contrast with the other chicanes at Monza. Yeah, Monza is another track I have opinions on, because I just think that Monza is a track that hasn't aged very well. Because it was designed as a crazy high-speed track, you know, in an era where, you know, where a risk of death every time you enter a motorsport, a motorsport event was just kind of accepted by everybody involved. So, and so as time went on, safety got invented, and suddenly people decided that they do not actually want to risk death just to race some cars. So Monza had to change in order to keep people racing there. No, the oval, it's sort of like, you know, the oval couldn't be used anymore, and even without the oval, the track was just stupid fast. So they put in chicanes, and they still use the track. But honestly, I think Monza, like, is a track just that is entirely, you know, dependent on its history to exist even. Because, like, because a modern track with that kind of layout wouldn't be nearly as popular. And, like, there are other tracks that aged better. Well, Spa is one example, right? Because it's also a very old classic track. Used to be laid out on public roads, like most early tracks were. But, and you know, and at the point they just completely changed it, and it's pretty much a different track now, but it's an excellent one, so nobody minds. And then Silverstone changed massively, right? And some could argue it changed too much of those other classic tracks, but like, obviously they have a lot more room to change stuff. Just, you know, it being an airfield track built on some I think automobile, British automobile. Basically, yeah. Some people bought an old World War II airfield and decided to race there. Just built a track around the thing. So obviously, you know, when you got a space like that, it's a lot easier to make these big changes. And you know, modern Silverstone does not have too much in common with the original layout. I mean, they still use some of the straights, but it really is just it's a very different track. You know, some corners are still there, but I'm pretty sure every single one has been extensively reprofiled and tweaked over the many decades the track has been in operation. And I think Silverstone is a very good example of how a track just evolves with the times. As opposed to Monza, which tries to, and you know, it's evolved enough that people still race there, but it's not that good of a track. Silverstone, I think, is a good track, even though like I don't personally enjoy it very much, but it's one of those things where it's clearly because I'm just terrible at it, and that's why I don't enjoy it. So there is no real good reason for me to dislike it. I can't point to one thing about the track and I go, oh, I wish that wasn't like this. Well, no, I think Maggots and Beckett's kinda sucks in non-downforce cars, to be honest. This might be heresy to say, but I do not care. Fucking love heresy. If I didn't touch grass, that would have been a very good lap. I keep fucking up last sector. But yeah, then some tracks which, you know, there's tracks like Nürburgring, right, which straight up refuse to evolve. They just built a whole new track next to the old track instead of evolving the old one. And honestly, I respect that approach, even though I do not like the new track. But I respect the idea, I respect that approach. Because, you know, you want your new safe track? Sure, here, have one. We'll be keeping the old one. You know, so that people who do want to race there still can do it. Obviously, they're not gonna do it in like Formula 1 cars or prototypes or anything that fast, but they're still racing on the Nordschleife, and it's excellent because it's an excellent track. And would have been a great shame if it was, you know, if it was changed to the same extent as something like Spa. How did I lose that much time there? I keep nailing the first sector and then fucking it up. Hey Underling, how you doing, man? Well, I have decent pace now, but I'm just worried about tire life. So that's what's up. Yeah, I've been alright. Not been streaming too much. My schedule is a bit difficult to work streaming in right now, so I'm... Yeah, so we'll see if I figure something out. Yeah, see, look at that, look what happened. That's because of tire wear. So like, and I saved it, but I lost 2 seconds. That's a massive amount of time. That's like several positions in race pace, in a race. So 7 laps, that's near them half the race on worn tires. I mean, we'll see what kind of pace I can put in while being very careful. I say being careful while I slide off the track. I said it at least. In a longer race we would need so, but this is a very short, these races are very short, only 20 minutes, which means that stopping to swap tires would be a massive time loss that would knock you out of contention for any sort of good result immediately. So it's a question not of if you stop to swap tires, but which tires you choose, because this car offers 3 options, and this and many other cars offers several options of tire. This is the soft tire. Yeah, exactly. I'm just saying that in this case, with this car, stopping and swapping tires with this car and this, yeah, exactly. Stopping and swapping with this car is not an efficient way to go about it. It's much better to simply use a harder tire compound, which will last longer but provide less grip, and you know, you'll be slower on it. But the question is how much. Is it faster to use the softer tire compound and simply be very, very careful when it does wear out, or switch to the slower but safer tire compound? And I think for a better driver, the answer would be for sure to use the softer compound. And that's what I'm expecting the leaders to do. Victor and Johan and guys like that. I am not a top tier driver in this league or in general, so I might end up having to err on the side of caution. That's a shame, because like I'm still making really good time around here, even on yellow tires. And like first 2 sectors are actually quite alright. It's around here that the trouble starts. Yeah, see, all the time I gained in first sector I just lost, because I had to be very, very careful through that turn. But it's not a major time loss actually. Like if I can be this careful and still do 19s, then it will be worth it to keep softs. Kinda had to back out a bit, but you see what I'm talking about. So that's 20 seconds, that's like a low 20. Over half a second of my fresh tire time. Not fantastic, but not terrible. That's just me taking a bad line. I made a small mistake here. Have to be a bit careful. Lost a bit of time, not too much. And also like also you have to remember that my peak pace on race day is not going to be as good as it is in qualifying, simply because I will not be alone on the track. You know, there'll be people all around me. I'll be racing. I'm not guaranteed to ever get proper clean air running. I probably will. I am in fact, like, it's just that knowing my pace and knowing the pace around me, I'm actually quite likely to just end up in a bunch of free air by myself, with people behind me being significantly slower and people ahead being significantly faster. 21 seconds is very slow, actually, around here. And that was like without a major mistake. Yeah, this turn I think I've just done it really poorly on my personal best lap so far. Yeah, personal best in this session. Personal best this my best lap in this session is actually like quite a bit of my overall personal best. But because I actually got a qualifying ban for this race for something I did last qualifying. So I don't actually care about my peak pace. I only care about consistency. I'm literally not legally allowed to qualify. Right. Oh! That's okay. You know what? I want to test something. When I'm done with this run, I'm gonna test something. Yeah, look at this. Oh, that's so scary. I touched the curb. So, the curbs here are incredibly dangerous. Like, that's not a tire-related mistake. That's a regular mistake, I think. I think that was a regular skill issue, not a tire-related one. Honestly, I'm beginning to think that yellow tires are viable to drive. This setup must really eat through tires though, just because I remember soft tires easily lasting half an hour. Like something about this setup must really use them up. Endless symphony of now. It's coming your way, the very first song. Oh, my left rear just went red. That's actually very scary. We'll see if that causes a spin or something. So another thing is that is important to remember is also, as the race goes on, fuel burns down, the car becomes lighter, and the tires actually, don't have to work quite as hard to keep it on the ground. Now, it's not a massive change. There's only like 25 liters of fuel in this thing, but it's not nothing. And you can feel the difference. Especially in a car as light as this, right? Because this thing only weighs, what, 600 kilos or something? So 25 liters of fuel is actually a significant fraction of the total mass of the car. And the drivers also. Right. So that actually wasn't bad. Like, I'm gonna try mediums, right? I'm gonna try them. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Generally want lower pressure on harder tires. Река, река далека до моря, река звала за собой. Расскажешь, как добраться. Hold on, I want to try something. I want to test something. How about this? Like, I wonder if this will work. Hey, it does! Cool. It's you. Островы. So, on mediums now, let's see how this goes. Река, река далека домой, река звала за собой. Расскажешь, как добраться до воли, ведь ты, река звала за собою, река. I cannot, I don't have the lung capacity to sing this properly, but at least not while doing something else. Feels a bit slow on the outlap and... Oh yeah, I've gone wide, that's... Whatever, doesn't... Обо мне река! Yeah, we'll see what kind of pace I can achieve on these tires. Like, if I'm within a couple tenths... Lock the brakes. That's a pretty big time loss actually. Not insanely big, but it's not. Hey Growling, how you doing? Meow. Octopuses don't meow. Who the fuck do you think you are? Honestly. Honestly. And turn right. Oh no. What the fuck happened? I hope we get better soon. Fucking hell. Assuming. Well. Oh wow, that's yeah, that's not fun. Well, man, good luck, man. Honestly, just... It's a bit quiet. I should have made it louder, I think. '20s. Ugh. Yeah, if these tires are a full second off. Okay, much better. Bit wide. Ah! I touched grass a bit. That's why I think this track is gonna be carnage. It's just there's very little margin for error. That's interesting. And to be honest, like there were a lot of things I did not like about SnowRunner compared to MudRunner, really. Like, you know, SnowRunner just felt so much more arcadey than MudRunner did. Like, not in physics really, right? But in features. I mean, mainly the wheel support is just terrible in SnowRunner compared to MudRunner. Absolutely awful. Like in MudRunner it's good, but in SnowRunner it's the bare minimum, and the force feedback is just plain awful. It's like nothing in the... Yeah, so... SnowRunner is much more of a game, right? Because MudRunner and like Spin Tires before it, they were more like, you know, tech demos to show off the cool mud physics with some gameplay just thrown on top. Like, SnowRunner has much more progression and, you know, many more actual game features. So, and the way you play them very differently, because MudRunner, you know, it has maps, and the maps have... Every map has a very simple objective. You have to deliver a certain amount of logs to, you know, from a log station to a sawmill. And like, you know, you collect things on the map. You deliver logs. You unlock garages. That kind of stuff. And the best way to play it, I think, is to just what you do is you sit down for a while and you complete one map in one session. Now, SnowRunner, it has many more types of objectives and generally, well, more content, more maps. Because of that, and the way you play, you can't really, you don't really play, you know, SnowRunner is in such a, like, you know, you just, you know, complete a map in one session where you cannot play SnowRunner like that. Not unless you're willing to do some really long sessions. And generally, SnowRunner has many more comprehensive features like with things like you can buy trucks, right? You have to buy trucks, you can upgrade them, you can do a lot more things. In Modern, you pretty much just find trucks, right? You can unlock different stats in trucks, and and after that you can pick them to start with, and then you just find more trucks on the map, and that's it. And I think you do need to complete maps to unlock more maps. So, you know, there is some progression, but it's literally just unlocking maps and maybe stats and trucks. In SnowRunner, you know, you have to unlock everything. You have to unlock engine upgrades for your truck. You have to unlock tires. And actually, some of the progression I actually dislike, especially because the way it works is that most upgrades are locked behind a leveling system, right? You do tasks, you do missions, and you get XP, you get levels. Very, very simple, very basic. The problem is that creates things like, so you are in the middle of a forest, right? And you cannot buy mod tires until you've already done a bunch of driving on mod. Which is just, to me, it feels like an attempt to create artificially add difficulty where there is enough natural difficulty. Like, it's a game about navigating difficult terrain, and I feel like that's to me that's enough of a challenge. Without having to deal with your truck, without being forced to use a truck that is not suitable for the job. And sure, you know, Mud Runner also has a couple trucks which are honestly completely fucking useless. But you are never forced to use them. And SnowRunner doesn't straight up make you use things like highway trucks, but it does have this. And yeah, but like, yeah, for me the main issue with SnowRunner is the one thing that kills the game for me is the poor wheel support. Now, something that is done quite a bit better in SnowRunner is multiplayer. That's the one big upgrade. In Mud Runner, because Mud Runner had issues like you couldn't interact with another player's trucks if the player is not currently driving them. They just turn into a ghost. I'm gonna read that in a second. But then, like, the thing is, multiplayer is both better and worse in SnowRunner. Because while it's significantly improved on a technical level, like, the thing just works better. I have to give credit for that. Yeah, it's not gonna wear out, and the task, like, to be fair, you only have to, that is only a problem in early game, but it's a problem that really doesn't need to exist. That was created by a conscious design choice that I did, so that's why I think, yeah, I dislike that. But the biggest problem, like the two biggest problems for me, one is highly specific to me, right? I dislike the game's bad wheel support, but you know, that's. But another big issue is the multiplayer. So, Mud Runner had very basic multiplayer, right? You just, you know, and a very basically the way multiplayer works is you just you just get a friend to join your lobby, and you just complete a map in one session together. In SnowRunner, the gameplay is not like that. There is much more progression. The game's much longer. You have to like unlock. You have to keep unlocking new areas and new map, and every area has multiple maps, and you will have missions that you have where you have to go to from one map to another to complete it. So I am reiterating all this so that you understand exactly how big a problem it is. That in SnowRunner, just like MudRunner, in SnowRunner, only the host of the server actually receives progression. Like only the host will unlock new maps. Only the host's missions really get accomplished. Like the save game is always the host's save game. You cannot set up a dedicated server and log in and do missions without the host present. At the same time, you have to bring, like, you can bring your own trucks in, but like you have to have several people who are on the same level of progression for effective co-op play. Now, in MudRunner, the multiplayer was set up the same way, pretty much, but there wasn't real progression, so it wasn't an issue. In SnowRunner, they added progression, but they completely neglected to consider how it would affect cooperative play, which is a shame, because I think both SnowRunner and MudRunner are best in co-op. And yet the SnowRunner, it still feels like a side feature. Like I never played MudRunner or SnowRunner alone, pretty much. It's a game that is much more fun in co-op, I believe. I don't think mediums are worth it. I'm just gonna say it right now, because like, yeah, I struggle to get out of 20s. Okay, I also struggle to get out of 20s on softs right now. But like, I had mistakes even early on, as you can see by this lap time, and and later on the frequency of mistakes didn't really increase. Like I had this 23 second, 21 second, but like I think softs are the way to go. I think mediums are. I think mediums are. I don't think mediums will work. So yeah, there's that. SnowRunner, it has the heart of a good game, right? Because the physics are good, the tracks, the missions, the objectives are good, they're fun. The multiplayer works very well, but it's just held back by everything on top, by pretty much, I think. It's a game with a fantastic core gameplay that fails to fully take advantage of it, and has multiple design decisions which detract from that excellent core gameplay. So it can be and like it's still a fun game to play. I'll be honest with you, right? But honestly, if I was to try and if I wanted to drive some trucks, I'd go for Mod Runner over Snow Runner. Just because, partially because Mod Runner has it's much better as a pick up and play game, right? Because that's again the progression system, like everything, every one of my complaints comes back to the progression system of Snow Runner. And yeah, the co-op suffers because of progression and the way you have to manually synchronize the progression between multiple players, and because only the host keeps the save file, the guest players, people who join the server, they will, if they want to unlock things for themselves, if maybe they need to catch up, build a better truck so they can enjoy the game with their friends, well, they'll have to do the same tasks over again. They have to do the missions that they've already done in co-op, but in single player, to unlock the same things for their own save files. Because the only thing you take with you into co-op are trucks, and the only thing you get back money, right? And you do get back XP. You do not get map progression. And I don't think you. Yeah, because there's progression, you can't just, pick up and play. You can't just load it up, have yourself a long gaming session where you, finish a map completely and just be done with that. You cannot do that because, you'll have players, because, if you were to launch Mod Runner right now, and we were to go and load up a server, we could just do it, right? It'll be fine. If I were to host a game of Snow Runner, you would join with nothing unlocked, with a garbage truck. I would have to buy I would have to either give you one of my trucks or buy a new one if I don't have enough. Just so you could have, mud tires instead of just regular road tires, so you don't get stuck fucking everywhere. And yeah, different tires, it's a decent enough idea, but I think the existence of normal highway tires in a game like Mud Runner or Snow Runner it's just artificial difficulty. No reasonable person would even attempt driving a truck on those roads, on those jobs, on fucking highway tires. There is not enough highway in the game to justify the existence of that entire tire type. That's the thing, you have to roleplay as a moron. You are forced to roleplay as a moron. And I do that enough in real life. I don't need that forced upon me in a truck game. I'm gonna do some low fuel high. I'm gonna do some not quality, just lap time runs. I mean, yeah. No, people do that. People do that for sure. You need some. To be fair, you do need some. If your car's capable of off-roading, you would need some serious dirt to actually need, specific off-road tires. You know, because you know, my mom's Niva has got regular ass all-terrain tires, right? Well, I like they're not like, you know, big ass mod tires, so specific off-road tires. And because it's a Niva, right? It's a, you know, it's an all-wheel drive car. It does not struggle on, you know, it does not struggle on any dirt roads. That. Like realistically, you need to get into some serious mud before you start needing those specialized tires. Now, one set of specialized tires that we obviously had to have you know, winter tires, yeah, snow tires, because, you know, snow doesn't care if it's a road or not, it's gonna fall. And it's so if you know, if you haven't got snow tires, you'll be sliding. Oh, you'll be sliding for sure. I once saw like a Mustang in the middle of a winter just fucking drifted around the turn. It was hilarious. Just, you know, just big fuck of American rear-wheel drive muscle car in Moscow Oblast in the winter. just sliding around every turn. Like, sometimes I can't help but question the wisdom of anybody who, you know, lives there and buys a car like that. Like, do you not want to drive in the winter? You know, it's funny thing, because, like, you know, obviously I like, you know, I like cars, I like race cars, like fast cars. I don't really want to have one. I don't really want to own one. Because, like, well, where the fuck would I even drive it fast? Right? Like, you'd have to go to track days, and that shit's expensive. Or, you know, move to Germany and just yeet it down the Autobahn. But... so, yeah. Like, the fastest car I would realistically want to own is probably a fucking Miata. And that's mostly because it's a funny little car, and I like those. Только повторять осталось пару слов, какая малость. Просыпайся, королевна, надевай-ка оперение. Мне не знать, что все случилось не с тобой, не со мною. Время, твоя милость, как стрела над тетивою ты... Yeah, I fuck up the lyrics every time to the song. I really wanted to. I really want to actually learn how to play this song, but I've not been putting in the effort to do it. I've been working on making actual covers of simpler things. At the moment I'm working on a cover of Yojn's Bajan. It'll be excellent. Bit of a slide, not too much. Wide, way too wide, bit silly, Anno. Have to lift a bit. Left. Bit too wide here. Oh yeah! We are gaming now. This is the lap, y'all. This is the lap. Didn't touch grass. Oh, that's still a 19, just a 1905. Oh, that's so sad. Почти человек. Come on, I want that 18. Again, there's no reason for me to really pursue that 18 other than pride. Skill issue. Говори, конечно. Hello. Тайхея. Тихеир? Тайхея? How do you pronounce that? Guten Tag. Как бы в тегах Russian не просто так стоит. Ла-ла-ла. Ла-ла. Link. Come on. Left. Wide. So wide. 2/10 loss. Easy. Oh, skill issue. Yep. That's a wall. Hello, wall. So that's a 1905, yeah? 1903, actually. That's... So that'll put me second on the board behind Zander. So, not too many people. Не поможет уже. На таких скоростях уже не поможет. Я уже говорю. Это помогает найти линию правильную, но тут как бы уже... Ну, это как бы... Находить правильную линию, это там только минуту 20 получится в этой машине. Тут уже до оптимизации идет, тут уже... Это уже не поможет. На самом деле, мне абсолютно не надо искать такую скорость, учитывая, что у меня банк квалификации. Ну, а с другой стороны, хочу 18. Хочу 18 секунд. Give me that 18. 1, 2, 3. Надо скилл еще, надо скилл еще. У меня сколько у меня часов? В Стиме больше не пишут? Сколько в общем и целом в шифтабе? Прикольно. Да, ну давно как бы. Года уже. Ну года 2. У меня сколько? 1000 с лишним. 1500 часов, наверное, в ассете. В курсе. Сейчас надо посмотреть. Хотя посмотреть, но Steam не показывает, видимо, больше в шифтабе это. Игрок, назову тебя. Направо. Камон. Mosport. Fantastic track, honestly. Fucking love Mosport. Right. Ну, отвелся, могу альтабнуться и посмотреть. Нет, 1400 часов, правда. Меньше, чем я думал. Ну, не сильно. It's too damn hot. I need to... Gonna open the window completely, cause... Oh yeah, that's better. Oh yeah. Also should be some better lighting. Oh yeah, that's good lighting for this camera. Я подожду, пропущу Джона. Come on, John, go. Don't want to be impeding. Oh, pfft. Okay. Man's had a skill issue. That's fine. Flowing hair actually increases downforce. Hello, Tangelizer. How you doing, man? I mean, you just gotta shape it right? And you put on enough hair gel to make it rigid, and then yeah, you get yourself a nice little head wing. Yeah. Oh my neck. Oh my neck. Yeah, get me that Centauri hair. Yeah, and if you even get that reference, you're cool. And right. Okay, I just... Yeah, I have no reason to be chasing lap time. Except for the fact that I want to. So, send it, I guess. This is for pure bragging rights, nothing else. This will not... I mean... that Red Bull could blow up. It's not going to, but it could. No, also it's entirely possible that the car breaks or somebody takes him out. Like, you know, if we have an incident like Bottas bowling at Hungary 21, that could totally happen again. So yeah, it's entirely possible for him to not win. Now, will he not win on pure pace? No, he's got it. And like, I mean, and we'll see. Maybe somebody catches up in development mid-race, and you know, some shit does appear to be going down at Red Bull. So maybe they'll have some uncharacteristic skill issues because of that. So I do think that he will be the single fastest man on the track, you know, all season, and he will not lose on pace, but he might lose due to other reasons. It's like, you know, some pit stop fuck up incident, mechanical issue, all of that could happen. And like, honestly, the qualifying gap is not massive right now. So, like in Monaco, maybe Leclerc finally wins Monaco. I mean, obviously we all know that it's impossible for Leclerc to win at Monaco, but Sainz maybe will win at Monaco. Oh, yeah, no, Sainz is gonna win Monaco. Fuck it. I'm saying it right now. Sainz is gonna win Monaco this year. Man's in his last year with Ferrari, he's got nothing to lose, he's gonna send it, he's gonna win Monaco. Carlos Sainz. Yeah, race pace. Yeah, which is why I think, like, people have some chances on tracks where it's more difficult to pass. Like, well, and there isn't a track that's more difficult to pass on than Monaco. Like, it's been said, yeah, Sainz, like, Leclerc did have apparently technical issues, so that's why he had all those lockups. So it's not entirely a skill issue on his end. But no, I'm riding the Sainz hype train this season, I think. I just want Sainz to do as well as he possibly could. That's what I want to see. I want them to, because man's been excellent at Ferrari. He pushed back against some questionable Ferrari decisions far more than Leclerc ever did, and you know that got himself some wins that Leclerc missed out on. You know, Sainz was the only guy who isn't on a Red Bull to win a race in last year. So, you know, I don't know, I just feel like getting, I don't know, I'm getting the feeling that maybe, I don't think Hamilton to Ferrari will work out, actually. Because I do think that Hamilton at this point is past his prime. I just don't think that he's quite admitted that to himself yet. Because it's masked by Mercedes no longer being, well, no longer really being a race-winning car. Like, I think he's been past his... I really think that, like, 2021 has taken a lot out of him, clearly. Right, and early in the season he had some pretty silly mistakes, right? He had the Baku brake magic issue. He punted Verstappen off at Silverstone. And yeah, he did go on an absolutely, he did become fucking rapid, like in the second half and at the end of the season, to come back and bring the battle to the final race. But when he lost that and the way he lost that, like, I think just going on that winning streak that he had at the end of that season, and then still not winning the championship, like, that could fuck you up. Like, add to that he, he's getting a bit close to 40 now. He is, yeah. And yeah, I think we are looking at a Hamilton who is
has started to move past his prime. Now the thing is, a Hamilton past his prime is still an excellent fucking driver, right? You know, it's like you don't like instantly lose all your skill, right? Because, right? Like even when Raikkonen completely stopped giving a shit, he still put on some good performances. When you can tell, yeah, that this is the guy that won. This is Ferrari's last champion. This is the guy who was fucking rapid in a McLaren in 2005 and 2003. But so like, yeah, a Hamilton that's past his prime is still gonna be an excellent driver. I'm just not sure he's gonna be more excellent than Sainz, who is in his prime. Like, Ferrari is Sainz's first time in an actual race-winning car, right? And he's been pretty damn good. I think it took him a bit to figure out the car and maybe to figure out the new, like, how to drive these new regulation cars. But once he did, he's been pretty rapid. So yeah, I do just want Sainz to end up in a race-winning car again. So yeah, we'll see how it goes for Hamilton. We'll see how it goes for Russell and Mercedes now that Hamilton will be gone. Because Russell must also be feeling a bit annoyed because, you know, the instant he finally got out of Williams and went to Mercedes was the very instant that Mercedes stopped being a dominant car, and instead yeah, and the instant he got out of Williams, which was slow, but he was the undisputed team leader, and then the instant he got out of that car, it actually started, you know, becoming, I mean, Williams have turned from backmarkers into midfielders. And like, no, obviously Mercedes is still an upgrade, still quite a bit faster, obviously. But if I were Russell, I'd be quite annoyed about the timing of the whole thing. And even when he didn't win at Sakir 2020, just because Mercedes had a very uncharacteristic skill issue in pit stops. Well, not that uncharacteristic, really. Like, it's not been talked about too much, but the strategy, like Mercedes' strategy actually hasn't been all that great. They just got away with it because their car was good enough to let them. So yeah, the strategy was frequently not that great, and they don't have the best pit stops in the sport. Even one, two. Okay. But yeah, like the last 2 times a world champion went to Ferrari, it did not end well for them. Yeah, Fernando came so painfully close to his third and then just didn't get it. All while having to fight the car the whole time. Yeah. I mean, but like if you will look back at times when the last time the last time a world champion went to Ferrari and succeeded, it was Schumacher, right? And holy shit, did he succeed. But after that, you know, Raikkonen won 2007. And then, you know, and you just had Alonso. You had Vettel. Raikkonen's second stint with Ferrari as well didn't go too well. He was just, but Raikkonen, I think, shouldn't count in this conversation because he clearly did not give a fuck at that point. And, you know, he was just, you know, driving around having fun. But before that, Prost couldn't win a title with Ferrari when he went there. But that's a long time ago now, just so not super relevant. Actually, like Ferrari is pretty much the only team that has been on the grid since then that hasn't, you know, changed hands or changed names, because, you know, and it could have even some of the same people still in the team. Like the only, I mean, obviously that's true to some other teams to an extent, but most of them have been through at least one major shakeup. Because the only other teams that have been the other two oldest teams on the grid that haven't ever, you know, changed their name or had their entry bought out by another team, and it would be, I mean, that's just Williams and McLaren really, right? It's Ferrari, then McLaren, then Williams for 3 oldest teams on the grid. At least the oldest teams that are still, you know, the same team, only under different ownership, obviously. Right, other teams, like, you can tracing the history. Yeah, it's actually really funny because there are 4 teams currently in the Formula 1 which have never changed their name, right, to something completely different. It's Ferrari, McLaren, Williams, and Haas. Imagine hearing that without any context. Right, and Haas, yeah. One of the 4 teams that haven't, you know, that has been Haas, has always been Haas. Because all of us have had, you know, rebrandings and renames at some points, right? Like Red Bull joined by buying out Jaguar, and they bought out. Oh, I don't even remember. Were they Jordan before? Yeah, I think they were. No, no, no. Jordan. No, that's completely wrong because. No, no, no. It's Aston Martin which used to be Jordan. Yeah, because it was Jordan, then it was Midland and Spiker, which is just. Then it was Force India, then it was Racing Points, and now it's Aston Martin. Yeah, I think that's the entire history of that team. And I do think that Jordan started from scratch, did not buy out and rename any pre-existing team, like most people do. And then we have there's a couple more teams there that. Okay, I'm not going to. I'm done chasing lap times because I don't need a good lap. I don't need a fantastic lap time, right? I don't need a fantastic one lap pace because I'm banned from qualifying. So yeah, because I'm banned from qualifying, and so doesn't really matter if my one lap pace is very good. Right? I need my 16 lap pace to be good, because that's roughly how long the race is gonna be. Actually, quite a lot. I'm expecting a lot of people to get a quali ban in this one, just because. Yeah, come on. Just because if you take a look at because there's a lot of runoff that does not automatically invalidate your lap, but is not legal to use by the rules of the league. So like this whole runoff area, it will not invalidate your lap automatically, but by rules of the league you cannot use it. But it's here it's actually not that big of an issue, but there's plenty of places where that would be. Like running wide, it's quite easy to run wide here. Yeah, no, my fuel is I'm a bit overly cautious on fuel for now. I'll see if I'm gonna lower it later. But yeah, it's mainly this area. Well, yeah, this area, like this right-hander at the start of the lap. I just, it's very easy to go wide here, and the track itself will not penalize you for that. So, and the only way, because of the limitations of the game, pretty much the only penalty that could really be applied by the league admins is to just ban you from qualifying for next round. Which it can be a bit harsh, but like I said, it's a limitation of the game, and it's literally their own option. Hey, they didn't model these tunnels. I know there are some tracks that would model those tunnels, and you could drive through them. Like there's a couple mod makers that just kind of model the entire thing excessively. Yeah. Now, I need to check something. When is qualifying starting? It's like in 2 hours. In an hour and 20 minutes, 25 minutes. Okay, cool. Ooh, Ferrari put Berman in for free practice 3. That's cool. And Joe hit a wall. Cool. And it looks like Audi will be going into F1 after all. There was some question, because nice. Yeah, I'm done driving, by the way, for today. So like we're just gonna. Ah, fucking hell! So you know how we were talking about how good Carlos Sainz was looking. Do you know how we were talking about that? Well, he's not gonna be racing tomorrow. He's not gonna be racing tomorrow. Man's got appendicitis. Yeah. Yeah, he's yeah. So he's getting like the Alban special. And wait, who is going to be? Oh, so Ollie Behrman. Okay, Ollie Behrman will be in his place. Okay, that's actually interesting because it's at least a good opportunity for Ferrari to take a look at how their junior driver is going to go. Because he's a pretty promising, like he's one of the more promising young talents right now. So we'll see how it goes. Like if it's gonna be, if it's gonna be an a Liam Lawson type performance, or more like I don't even know who was really bad. Yeah. Yeah, no, he's been pretty fast in F2. So we'll see how he performs. If he's lucky, he can, if he's lucky. Yeah, that's about right. I think hype about Porsche has died down a bit, while there's a bit more hype about Behrman at the moment. So yeah. Ooh. But, man, he's doing his first F1 race with Ferrari. Like, Ferrari, they don't take rookies. Like, that's like an official policy for them. They take experienced drivers. And like, pretty much, yeah. In fact, okay, the last time a driver did their very first Formula 1 race with Ferrari was in 1972. So yeah. So yeah. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. Hey. Yeah. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. And yeah, Audi is actually buying Zauber, so that's good. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm gonna finish up the stream for now, just because I'm done driving. I don't really have any other options on what to do without rebooting and even then. I could do streams like doing work on a cover of Jorgen's Bajan. So that could be interesting. I don't know. I have to take a look at how much interest there in that. Again, then interest has never been the driving force behind any of my streaming decisions, so whatever. We'll see how it goes. With the sound of a dream like dulcimer, I came here to stay with your guiding light. So yeah, we'll see how it all goes. So yeah, I'll be probably doing a watch along of Qualia again, but so yeah, if you want to see that, be in Discord. But that's in an hour and a bit. For now, I'm gonna go outside and generally vibe for a bit. So everyone, thanks for watching. Have a good one. See you later. See you tomorrow when I'm gonna be racing. Just after F1, we'll be racing here. In Praga at Mosport. So watch out for that. See you later and bye bye.